Well, Barita saw the need to diversify the suite of products with investments in alternative assets. So, one of the alternative assets that we currently have on our portfolio is the real estate portfolio. And we thought that we'd revamp it so that we could include more retail investors into the fund. Before the revamp, we had a minimum investment of like $500,000 Jamaican dollars. So we thought that we'd revamp it and make that initial investment lower. So it would be around about $50,000 now. So more retail people can participate in that fund. And we think that it would be a good diversification play for a typical investment portfolio. There's another aspect of the fund which we thought was unattractive to investors, in that your initial investment, once you put it into the fund, there's what we call a lockup period for about 3 years. So you can pull the fund during that 3 years, but it would be a penalty. So we decided to reduce that from 3 years to 1 year. So initially, with the 3 years typical development period for a typical construction project, we decided that we would take the risk, reduce it to 1 year, and trust that our clients would trust us to deliver over time. We see opportunities in affordable housing and middle income housing as well, not so much on the luxury side. And we see opportunities in commercial space, the typical office. And what we are seeing that there's a heavy demand for is in warehousing on the commercial side. So what's happening is that the pandemic has sort of brought forth supply chain issues. So, previously manufacturers used to look at just-in-time inventory. So now they're more looking at just-in-case inventory. So they're putting more and more. So they have a greater need for more storage. So what we're seeing in the market is a shortage of warehouse space. So we're looking for partners. We're looking for land in which we can develop and sort of fulfill that need. On the affordable housing sector, that has always been a high demand. The challenge there is to finding the right tracts of land that we can acquire at a reasonable rate, so that we can apply affordable housing solutions to it, and we can, through the real estate fund, have investors invest in that vision that we have in terms of providing solutions for that sector. We're seeing opportunities in Portmore, primarily in the St. Catherine area. Particularly in Portmore, the government has a program where they're trying to redevelop the Bernard Lodge area. So they have a development plan for Bernard Lodge, where they have specific tracts of land which are devoted for housing, devoted for town centers, devoted for commercial space. So we are looking at that keenly. We are seeing areas outside of Kingston, such as in Ocherius and its environs. In St. Mary, there are significant housing developments and housing solutions taking place there. Montego Bay as well, and there is significant demand for affordable housing there, and we are looking in all those three areas with respect to acquiring properties and looking to redevelop both commercially and in the residential sector. We're looking for partners, technical partners that can assist us with respect to the construction. We are investors, so what we are doing is putting capital to work. So we're looking for the right partners to help us, reach the vision that we have for the real estate fund and for Barita as well.